Hi friends. Today I want to talk about all of the things that I made in 2025. I made a lot more things than I thought that I did. When I was collecting this, I was quite surprised. Let's talk about it. If you are new here, hi, my name is Becca. I am a crochet teacher and a crochet pattern designer in the Pacific Northwest, and I cannot wait to share all of the things I made in 2025. Let's go. Okay, the first thing that I finished in 2025 was this sweater. This is the City Stroll Light Sweater by Just the Worsted. This is a sweater that I was eyeing forever before I finally decided to make it. It is my current most worn item. I love this sweater. It turned out like exactly how I dreamed, and I wear it all of the time. I love it. The next thing that I made was a adorable little Ewok. I'm going to insert a video of it because I no longer have it. This was for it was a commission. I got paid to make it, and it was going to be for a baby whose parents love Star Wars. So check it out. The next thing that I made was this gray Nature Walk beanie by T-Zines. If you watch my 2024 video, you will know that this is my favorite beanie pattern. I made this for my husband, and it felt really cool to have like motivation to make things for others last year. And I hadn't made him anything in years and years and years. So he got his own Nature Walk beanie hat. It is larger on me than it is on him, but I love it. I unfortunately do not remember who the yarn is by, but it was two different kinds of yarn held double, and it turned out really cute. The next thing that I made was a very miniature version of this beanie in the exact same color. I made it for my nephew who was born very prematurely. So it is like the size of my palm. It was the tiniest hat I've ever made. And I'm going to try to insert a picture here. And I loved it. He probably only wore it for like 2 weeks because they grow so fast when they're in the NICU, but I had to make him something in remembrance of his struggle and how tiny he actually was when he was born. It was adorable. Oh my gosh. This is the All in Harmony wrap by T-Zines. I love her. She's my like real life friend, and I pattern tested for her. And I love this so much. I'm holding it away from me so you can just really see the pattern on it. It's so pretty. Love it so much. This is made from yarn that I actually dyed myself like 4 years ago. And so I was very excited to whip it out and actually use it because I love the colors. But it's such a pretty, pretty project. Just look at those details, man. Love them. Next up is a design by me. It is going to be released later this year in March. Can't really share too many details about it at this moment, but I am really happy with how this design turned out. We have these really fun stitches here. So I made 2 versions of this because obviously I need to test it out and make sure that I liked it and stuff, but it's basically just a cute little scarf. And I have 2 versions of it. So there's this one, which by the way, the yarn is by Boss Kitty. And I don't know if you can tell, but it's got sparkles. The pink is sparkly. And then this is the other version that I made. I am obsessed with these colors. These colors are like my colors. So I wear this one quite often, but again, you can just see the cute little fine details. And this will be released in March. And I can't even share the pattern name at this moment, but I had to share what this looks like. I love it so much. So cute. I forgot to mention the yarn on this one is by Ocean Knits. So pretty. I also made another Nature Walk beanie for a friend. Little Wing Fibers is her business name, and I made her a sample of the Nature Walk beanie so that she could have it displayed at Flock Fiber Festival. So I'm gonna insert a cute little video here so that you can see what it looks like. It was beautiful. Okay, this is my Brunch in Brussels tank by Daisy and Dime. This is one of my favorite makes. I love this. It fits so perfect. It's just like exactly what I was hoping for when I made it. The details of it, I love the little like eyelets and the ribbing, all of it. This yarn is by Bad Sheep Yarn. I do work with them, and I'm just gonna shout this out. If you go onto their website and you use the code RAD10, RAD10, you will get a discount and help your girl out. But I love this shirt. It's one of my favorites. I made this to wear to one of my classes that I taught at Flock Fiber Festival last year. And when I was teaching this specific class, it was to go over a bunch of different crochet stitches, and a lot of them that I talked about were actually in the shirt, and my top matched the swatches. I don't know where those swatches are. I was going to share them, but I don't really need to. But yeah, I'd like to be a little bit dorky sometimes, like the swatches matched my shirt. It was all like a cohesive thing. But yeah, love this top. It was really easy to make too. I love Daisy and Dime's patterns. If you are into the like measure yourself patterns, I highly recommend it. They're so easy to follow. And I love just being like, well, how big do I want this? And you just make it how big you want it instead of like hoping that your stitch count's lining up just right. I love this pattern. This is my design. I just kind of pieced granny squares together to make it fit. I did a little crisscross back. I wore this shirt to Flock 2 to teach my granny square class. So again, I am nerdy. I like to be just kind of funky sometimes, and I just had to represent granny squares while I taught them. I love this top too. It came out exactly the way that I was hoping it would. The little trim just kind of adds something to it. And this yarn is also by Ocean Knits. It matches my shawl that I made. I bought a bunch of this color because I'm obsessed with it. I think I still have another skein of it too, but yes. There was a theme for this year and it was like teal and pink. But I like this top a lot. It turned out really cute. I'm very happy with it. All right, I also made this adorable bralette. I am not going to try this on for you, so sorry. But I love it. I think it's so cute. This is yarn by Little Wing Fibers. It's just so soft. I love it so much. This is a top that was supposed to have like a bunch of ties to secure it in the back, but I decided to switch it up and just like connect it in the back because I wanted to be able to just slip it on and not have to deal with tying anything. But I really, really like the way that this turned out, and it's just so soft. I actually have loved wearing this in the winter and the fall. I feel like has helped me stay warm. Thanks, wool. Next up, we have the Maple Wing Scarf. This is also by T-Zines. I pattern tested her for this as well. It's so pretty. Just look at like the open airiness of it. This was a really fun one to make too. It has short rows, and I feel like if you are not familiar with short rows, this is a great introductory to it. But it just turned out so cute. I love the wings. It's so pretty. I love it so much. And I cannot remember who I got the yarn from. It was yarn that I bought like a long time ago. So don't remember. I did not have the wrapper on it when I went to use it. But yeah, love this. It's so pretty. I feel like I should put it on and show you guys what it looks like when it's like draped over your shoulders. Ah. So cute, right? Another thing that I made that I no longer have is a little fireman. I made that for my nephew, the one who was born very, very early. I made him a little fireman. My brother is currently training to be a fireman, and it turned out so cute. I think it's one of the cutest amigurumi projects I've ever made. I'm going to share a picture of this for sure because I loved it so much. So picture, hopefully. It's so cute. So one of my goals for literally years now has been to knit a pair of socks. And I finally did it this year. And do you know what? I loved knitting these socks. I thought that part of the reason why it took me so long to actually make them is because I kept thinking like, well, I'm only gonna make one of them and I'm not gonna make the other. Part of that is because I typically do not repeat patterns, unless it's the Nature Walk beanie because I'm obsessed. But I found that, first of all, using self-striping yarn was amazing because I kept being like, well, what's it gonna look like? How is this gonna turn out? And just watching the patterns arise while I just am knitting in the round was so cool. Like, just check out the heel. The way that the heel accidentally ended up working just looks amazing. Like, it was just such a fun project. I love these. This yarn is from Knit Picks. I don't think that they have it any longer. I tried to find it, like the exact color, and I couldn't. But they have multiple sock yarns, and I believe a lot of them are self-striping. So cute. I love them. Do I like wearing socks though? Absolutely not. No, I hate wearing socks. So I have a dream of like being a cute little like, I knit these socks. I'm gonna wear them around my house. I can't. My sensory issues say socks are disgusting. Take them off. But I have worn them multiple times out while wearing shoes and boots, and they fit perfectly. They are so comfortable. They feel like regular socks when you have them on, which is great. I just don't like wearing socks. So, will I make another pair of socks though? Yeah, definitely. I already have yarn picked out and cannot wait to see how it's going to work out. So, if you've been wanting to knit socks, do it. I watched a YouTube video. Oh my gosh, it just left me. I think it was I'm gonna have to find it. I cannot remember it, but it was so helpful, step by step on how to make them. And that took out like the pressure of doing the heel flap and the gusset because I was stressed about doing that part. But I'll share it in the description, okay? For all of you crocheters who maybe want to knit socks, do it. All right, the next thing that I did was I made a bunch of stars. I taught a class on how to do a star garland. I did this last year too, and it was a huge hit. So we had to bring it back. And of course I had to make more stars, and then I turned this into a garland, and I have another garland. So it looks so cute in my house, but I love this. I do have a tutorial on my channel on how to make this, and it's very step-by-step, so you can go check that out. I will try to remember to link that in the description as well. But I loved making these, and teaching the class was really fun. I love seeing the different colors and stuff that everybody picks out. It's my favorite, I love it. Last two things that I finished this year were scarves for my kids. They finally asked me to make them something and I could not resist. So this is just a very basic scarf. It's like one row of double crochets, one row of half double crochets, and just keep repeating that over and over. But it's just like cutest little scarf. And then I'll show you the other scarf that I made my other son. They have different styles, which is so fun to see when they pick out the yarn. So this is my other son's, and it is long. It is so long. He wanted a very, very long scarf. And I don't know the yarn that this is. The red one was Knit Picks yarn, the Baby Brava, I believe. And this is some cotton yarn that I just had on hand, and I couldn't even tell you who it's by, but these are the colors my kid picked out. So fun. So that's all of the stuff that I finished last year, and I am almost done with this sweater, and so I feel like I just have to share it. I started this sweater in February of 2025, and I thought for sure that I would be done with it by like April. It's January of 2026, so it's been almost a year in the making, but this was my like long-term project. And obviously I made a ton of other stuff while this is just on the needles chilling. This is the Doppio sweater. I'm not sure how to pronounce the designer's name, but the Doppio sweater. And the yarn is Wandering Flock. This is 3 different colors held together to make it more like a bulky weight, but I love how this is turning out. It's so cute. I'm currently working on the sleeves at the same time because I'm stressed about running out of yarn. So I'm hopeful that, that I can at least get the length of the sleeves to where I want them to be. And then if I need to, I am going to use a different color for the sleeve cuffs. But this sweater is so cute. I think this is probably gonna be one of my most worn sweaters once I actually finish it. So that's exciting. It just fits so well, and I haven't even blocked it yet. So I just know it's gonna be even better once I block it. Anyways, this was really fun to revisit everything that I made, and I didn't show you everything. I made a ton of granny squares for my classes. I made some sunflower granny squares. I have a tutorial for that on my YouTube channel. And I made like a little octopus for a one-on-one session. I made a ghost in one of my classes. I honestly just didn't feel like digging for those things because I'm not exactly sure where they are. But yeah, 2025 was a great year for making things. I don't currently have any like massive plans for 2026 makes. I'm really gonna try to focus more on pattern designing this year. I'm trying to build up a portfolio, I guess, or just like have more things available so people can see my style. It's been really fun getting into pattern designing. I currently have 2 patterns that are in the works, so I can't wait to share those with you all when it's time. But yeah, I think that's kind of it. If you made it this far, thank you so much for being here. I really, really appreciate it. I have had a lot of fun in 2025, like just making videos and chatting and talking, and I also plan on doing more of that too this year. So yeah, if you have any questions, please reach out to me. I would love to help you. Or if you like this kind of video, please like and subscribe. That would be fantastic. I am going to have some links down in the description for some affiliates that I am partnered with. And if you want to just help this cute little business of mine out, it would be greatly appreciated if you checked out some of those websites and, you know, use the codes that are provided. That would be really helpful. But yeah, I hope you all have a fantastic day. Thank you so much for watching. It was really fun to do this. I'll see you all later. Bye.